Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you all are doing absolutely fine. This is Rudraditya, and in this video I am going to talk about the OPPO Reno 7 Pro, and this phone is going to launch on 4th Feb in India. And as of now I am not aware about the pricing of this phone, but definitely this phone will come above 40,000 rupees, that's for sure. But yeah guys, in this video we are going to do the first impression of this phone, and this is going to be my honest first impression. So make sure to watch this video, because I guess in this video you will get to know each and everything about this phone, pros and cons as well. So guys, hit the like button, but not now. If you think that I am providing some value to you, then definitely hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Now let's move ahead in this video. So starting first with the design, then of course OPPO and Vivo are very design centric phones. They are very beautiful, and they are very attractive. I mean, the design they used in the phones are very good, although the texture is very very different, very unique. It's not matte. I like generally matte finish, but it's not glossy here as well, so it won't catch fingerprints. And again, the design is very much similar to the Reno 6, that boxier and rectangular design. You can even stand the phone on the table like this. See, so that's very good. It feels very good in hand, and the weight of this phone is just 180 grams. So it feels very lightweight, even though it has 4500 milliampere battery, and the display is 6.55 inch, but it feels very compact because it's not very wide. So overall in hand feel is very good. And if we talk about the material, then of course you will get glass sandwich design with metal frames, which is nice. Alright, so in OPPO Reno 7 Pro you will get a very unique design element. Whenever you will charge your phone or you will receive the notification or message, you will see this, a very unique light around the camera layout. So Saurabh, what do you think about this light? Anyway, company given a very fancy name to this lighting called Orbit Breathing Light, and there is no doubt that it looks phenomenal. Well, if we talk about the display, then you will get 90 Hz Full HD Plus AMOLED display here. I mean, they could have give us a 120 Hz panel, but you have to settle with 90 Hz. Well, if we talk about other things, then you will also get HDR10 Plus and Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection, and the maximum brightness is 900 nits. The peak brightness is 920 nits. I mean, if we talk about the outdoor visibility, then it's decent. Well, this time you will get flat screen instead of curve as we used to see in Reno 6 Pro, but the screen to body ratio is very impressive. Here you will get 92.8% screen to body ratio. The size of punch hole is also very small, and you will hardly see any bezels. So while consuming media, you will definitely enjoy this immersive experience. Well, now if we talk about the processor, then you will get MediaTek Dimensity 1200 Max 5G processor here. And you know what, like in short, if I tell you, this is my first impression, so I haven't used this phone very extensively or something like that, but I can share my experience because I used a phone with Dimensity 1200 processor, which was the OnePlus Nord 2 with 90 Hz display, and this also has 90 Hz display. So in that phone, I mean, the experience was awesome. The MediaTek Dimensity 1200 is very capable. Even if you want to play games, you can obviously do that, and the overall experience is going to be very good. I mean, in terms of power, there is no problem, so you can definitely enjoy this phone when it comes to performance. And if you talk about the variants, then you will get two variants in OPPO Reno 7 Pro. The first variant, which is the base variant, comes with 8GB RAM and 256GB internal storage, and the top variant, which I have with me, comes with 12GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage. So one good thing is that there is no 128GB base storage, but that is also con for some users. Like if someone's top priority is not storage, then maybe they wanted to opt 128GB storage option, but here it is not available. And also 128GB storage maybe come at slightly lesser price, so that would be good for the users, but unfortunately that's not the option here. And if we talk about the pricing, then definitely the Chinese price of the base variant is close to 43,100 rupees, and the top model is close to 46,650 rupees, something like that, if you convert the Chinese pricing directly into the Indian pricing. But definitely when it launched in India, I guess it is going to be slightly expensive, like 44 or between 44 to 46,000 for the base variant, and close to 50,000 for the top variant, which is definitely slightly on the higher price. But I will give my final verdict after I will complete this first impression video. Well guys, a quick update. Maybe in India we can see the base variant as 8GB RAM and 128GB internal storage, so that company can say that our phone OPPO Reno 7 Pro starts from 39,999 or 38,999. I mean, just to reduce the price, maybe we can see 8128 variant, but take this with a pinch of salt. And also my final verdict is going to be based on the Chinese variant, which I already mentioned in this video, so don't take anything for granted. Wait for the official price reveal and for official launch, which is going to happen on 4th Feb. And then you can ask me in the comment box that should we buy OPPO Reno 7 Pro at XYZ price, or also you can ask that bro, which one is better, OPPO Reno 7 Pro versus XYZ. I will definitely help you in the comment box, but now let's see the remaining part of the video. Let's talk about the camera. So you will get triple rear camera setup with 50 megapixel f1.8 primary sensor, which comes with Sony IMX766. Then you will get 8 megapixel f2.2 ultra wide sensor with 119 degree field of view, and then at last you will get 2 megapixel f2.4 macro lens. I mean, at this price point we could expect, you know, a 5 megapixel macro sensor, but here it's just 2 megapixel. Anyways, now let's see some photo samples, some quick photo samples which I captured from the OPPO Reno 7 Pro. Alright, so starting first with the daylight shots, then what I noticed that the camera is not very consistent. Like sometimes it will capture a very good photo, but sometimes it's not up to the mark. So camera needs consistency. Like here in the portrait shot, look how good it captured it, and even in the ultra wide shot, which is just 8 megapixel, how good the dynamic range is, and also it managed to brighten up my face. But here in the main camera it messed up the exposure. So this is what I am talking about. Sometimes in scenery shots it lacks details from both 8 megapixel ultra wide and 50 megapixel primary sensor, so that also need to fix. So there is a lot of, you know, software updates which the camera, the OPPO Reno 7 Pro needs at the moment. I hope that company will push more software updates in the upcoming time to improve this. Well, talking about the rear cameras, then that is fine. Rear portrait is actually very good, but the selfies are not that impressive. Even though they use Sony IMX709, I mean, it's just decent and it will done the job. In direct sunlight it's good, the skin tones are fine. Well, you will get sufficient amount of details from the front camera, but still it needs a lot of improvements. Well, if we talk about indoor lighting condition, then those shots are excellent. The color accuracy and the overall photos are very good. The close-up shots are also very sharp and crisp, so that's a very good point. But if you talk about macro camera, then you will get something, I mean, result something like this, but that is in a very good lighting condition, so don't expect a lot from that 2 megapixel macro camera. But now if we talk about low light shots, then those are looking very decent to me, although it lacks OIS. In the rear you won't get OIS, so you can't capture long exposure shots, so you have to be very still to take those night shots. But I think it's fine. It's done the job. What do you guys think about the low light shots and the overall photo samples? Do let me know in the comment box. Now guys, if we talk about the software, then it comes with ColorOS 12 with Android 11. Yeah, that is one thing. Now if you're paying more than 40,000 on a smartphone in 2022 Q1, then I guess all those smartphones comes with Android 12 out of the box. Well, definitely in upcoming time you will get Android 12 here in this phone, but I am not sure at the moment that how much years of Android updates and security patches you are going to get in this OPPO Reno 7 Pro, but I will definitely update you once company will clarify everything. I will update you on Twitter, so make sure to follow me there for all the updates. Well, if you talk about other things, then definitely in OPPO phones in ColorOS you will get tons of optimization. Like you can access a lot of applications from the edge panel, then you can swipe up from 2 fingers to access, you know, some of the basic things like volume up and down, brightness up and down, and you can go to the recent apps. You can do some fun stuffs here with the ColorOS 12, but also at the same time you will get a lot of bloatwares. Some of them are removable, I mean you can uninstall them, but some of them aren't, so that's the thing to note. But overall the software experience is okay, I would say. Now if you are someone who love stock Android kind of software, then I guess you won't like that software much. But if you are someone who loves a lot of customization and features in their software, then I guess you are going to love this. But overall the optimization is very good, the animations, its smoothness, everything is very good here with this phone. Now if we talk about Rudra extras, then you will get 10 5G bands here, so that's a good thing. It's a future-proof phone. And then if we talk about the stereo speakers, then those are decent, very loud, not the best at this price point, but still very decent, I would say. And if we talk about other connectivity features, then of course you will get Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2, which is again nice. And last but not the least, my favorite thing, which is haptic feedback, which is very good here, very decent. When you type something, you will get a very good haptic feedback, so that's a very nice touch here in this OPPO Reno 7 Pro. Alright, now let's talk about the battery. So you will get 4500 mAh battery with 65 watt super VOOC charger, and company claims that it will charge the phone from 0 to 100% in 31 minutes. Well, I still have to test that, but still, even if it takes 35-36 minutes, I guess it's very good. And also 4500 mAh battery, and still the weight of this phone is 180 grams, so it feels super good in hand. So that's a very appreciable thing. Alright, now it's time for final verdict. See, it's not my full review video, but still like I can suggest you that whether you should buy this phone or not. Then definitely you can buy this phone, because this phone is made for offline market. Now there are other options as well, like OnePlus 9RT, S21 FE. Those are, you know, for online market, for online audience. But if someone is going to, you know, buy a 50,000, like between 40 to 50,000 rupee phone in offline market, then I guess they are definitely going to like this phone. But it is still on a slightly expensive side, which we generally used to see in all OPPO and Vivo phones. They are not very value for money phone. They target different type of people, and the OPPO Reno 7 Pro is no different. But still, it depends on individuals. Like if you are someone who, you know, prefers the design, and if you like the design of this phone, then other things are also good, like camera, processor, battery and display. Everything is fine here. But if you want me to pick up 3 cons at this price point, then first, Android 11 out of the box is not acceptable here, especially in this, you know, expensive phone. Second, 90 Hz display is only available, not 120 Hz. I mean, at this price point, companies should add 120 Hz refresh rate. And the third is the 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor, not the 12 megapixel or more. So that 8 megapixel ultra wide sensor, you know, creates softer images. So these 3 things which I definitely pick as a con here in this phone. But still, if you are someone who doesn't care about these 3 things, then I mean, you are good to go. So yeah, that's my first impressions of the OPPO Reno 7 Pro. If you liked what you watched, definitely smash the like button, and also share this video with your friends. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and tap the bell icon, select all to get all the notifications of my videos. I will see you very soon in my next video. Until then, bye bye, take care.